out of New York, where a federal jury has just convicted radical Islamist cleric al-Masri of multiple counts of trying to kidnap Americans in Yemen and trying to set up a terror training camp right here in the United States. Let's go to CNN's Deborah Therick in New York for more. Deborah, what do you know?
Well, Brooke, Abu Hamza al-Masri was found guilty on all 11 counts of terrorism. As you mentioned, they include kidnapping and trying to set up this obscure training camp in Oregon. This is the radical Islamist cleric. You may know him. He had a pulpit at the Finsbury Mosque in London. He is accused of inspiring the failed shoe bomber Richard Reed, as well as the convicted 9/11 terrorist Zacarias Moussaoui. Well, a jury listened to the case against him, and even though these charges were from back in 1998. Prosecutors were able to convince that jury that, in fact, he was guilty of all these terrorism charges. It took a long time for the U.S. To get him extradited from Great Britain, but he now faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. And, Brooke, one of the key people who testified against him was a woman who actually had confronted him because she was one of the women taken hostage in Yemen, and he is alleged to have coordinated that entire attack. He also took the stand in his own defense, and he described Osama bin Laden, saying that Osama bin Laden was a hothead and that he was in charge of an unfocused organization. Those were his thoughts about Osama bin Laden, but right now he himself has been convicted on all 11 terrorism charges. Brooke?